Okay, if you are joining me, I just want to share with you my 30 minutes motivation. I will try my best to end this video in exactly 11:30 a.m. this morning. So I'll use 6 minutes or 5 minutes to introduce the class. Then in the next 30 minutes, the class will come to an end. And I'm just here to give you a 30 minutes motivation. In these 30 minutes, I'm going to be very short, precise, and concise. Igbo bi Igbo na-ege m ntị. Aka m bụkwa Maazi Dibia, oji nkuzi eme ọjị. Abịala m ka m gwa gị okwu agbamume ebe ọ bụ na ị nọ. Kedu okwu agbamume nji maka ya bịa tata? Nwekene ndidi. Olileanya dị. In the constellation of the stars, it has been proven in Igbo land that June, when I mean June, I'm trying to count in the Roman calendar, that June is always a good time. Because our tears always ended in May. June is always a good time. June is a moment of sober reflection in Igbo land. June, per se, is always a good thing. Not because June is the right month. I'm saying this with respect to the Roman calendar. Whatsoever you are doing that has not materialized in May, do it again in June. Whatsoever positive you are doing. I'm also here to tell our boys who are in the HK, when you see my teachings against the HK boys, it is not out of hatred. It's because I want you to do better. Because I see the brains in you, and I know if it is channeled in the right place, we would have done something awesome. I see you guys and you motivate me. The way you hack into West Fargo, you do so many things that people will be shocked. If you channel that energy rightly, it can build a tech world. I'm not all easy. The pressure is too much. Everybody na acha unoku. But I'm telling you, no bona muna ge welu ume adi anyị na-arụ tinye n'ebe ọzọ. Anyị nwekwara ike ime ebe ya adị egwu. I am here for a 30 minutes motivation. Please, ekwekwana ka mmadụ kujuo oge obi na ịda agbani. I don't know what you're going through. There are some times we don't have to do much. You just have to lay low and watch how things evolve. And make an onye ọbụla na-ekene m. Eji Chineke ayọ gị. Mmadụ akwagide ka ọ kwanye gị n'ọkụ. Ekwana ka mmadụ kwanye gị n'ebe ya egbu gị. Ị na-agbanikwan. You're trying. I'm no go France for long. No go Abuja for long. No go Kaduna for long. No go Ugwu Hausa for long. Go Lagos for long. No go Enugu for long. Go mbọ na Aba for a very long time. Ọ dị ka ọ daa mịta mkpụrụ. Ekwana ka mmadụ kwugbuo gị mmụọ. Kekere m ntị n'ụbọchị dị ka taata ị na-agbani. Nke bụ eziokwu ị na-agbani. Okeke nwaanyị dị ntị njọ ị na-agbani. Ị na-agbani. Ị na-agbani. Ọnwụ Zulike nwanne m nọmba ị nyere m ada connect na WhatsApp. Deyalịalụ m message ọzọ. Ị na-agbani. You are trying. Do not give up on yourself. I always say this statement, may we not lose ourselves in search of ourselves. I listened to Rihanna the other day. Rihanna said that one of the things she regretted now is the choices she made in her youth. In Abani. ị na-agbani. Ekwena ka mmadụ duhie gị. Ekwena ka mmadụ duhie gị. Ekwena ka mmadụ duhie gị. Ihe nji na-ekwu ife a na-ekwu bụ na ọtụtụ ife na-eme. Ọtụtụ ife na-eme. Ọtụtụ ife na-eme. Amakwa m na eziokwu na mụnwa bụ Maazi Dibia tata mepe ọnụ si unu ịmalụ na ị na-atụ ọlụ gị bịa ka ngwa ọlụ gị ọgwụ. Enwe ike ego anyị na-ekwu maka research center in 6 months anyị nweta ya. Mana m ama mmie. Ezi afa ka ego. If I call on 300 boys na-atụ ọlụ tata, wee gwọ ọlụ ha ọgwụ. From now until December, we might raise 1 billion for research center. I mean it. If I call on 300 boys na-atụ ọlụ tata, si na ọka isi n'ụzọ ọcha agbute ọchara ogbute nweta ego, I can bet you that each of them can give me 4 million naira from now until December. 4 million times 300%. Press your calculator. Ezi afa ka ego. Ihe nji na-agụ n'ihe, don't even ever for one day think na ma amara ihe ibe m na-eme. I'm not saying everybody na-eme. Don't put me out of context. But I'm telling you that we can build better. With my space, if I said, oh, Maazi Dibia, anọ m na Nando tata, biko, ana m akpọ ihe niile na-atụ ọlụ na-ada agala bịaban na bem. O nwere ọgwụ anyị agwọ. M na-agwa gị eziokwu. If I tell them don't come with 1 naira, come. Na o nwere ọlụ anyị ji alụ. Alụcha dị ọlụ mgbadaji akwụ ụgwọ. But ọ dị izi ikunye enwe mmiri, ya anatakwu ya nku. Ọ bụla okwu bụla inu. It's easy to give the gorilla a cup of water, but can you return the cup from him? I will give you an example of that. Look what happens with election. Olomba na-atụ ọchịchị. I bule egbe bunye ndị Itolobia. Sifa we zutela ballot box. After the election, sigodo ha bunye ga egbe a, they will never return it. Look at our brothers. They will become terror in the society. It's easy isi nwatakịrị na-atụ ọlụ gị bịa ka imelie ka mgbada kwụọ ya ụgwọ. The truth is that na ọ kwụọ ya ụgwọ a ọtọkọlọ di ya. He may never listen to you. In Asia, let's pull out. He will never listen. That is why I sincerely would not be a party to that. Let me tell you something. Obuni wela anya fu ife na afọ. Ima na ndị a nwere plan n'isi anyị. June keta, this June anyị nọ n'ime. Mark Wansoka, Mark Zuckerberg will monetize social media account. If you have not started monetizing for Nigerians, they will drift our focus to content creation. Everybody will try to dance, to work, just to make followers on Facebook. Ihe ni hiji bulo odogwu agwa dị n'ime gị, nobody will talk about it. It's a diverted attention. I am here to remind you, in Abani. You are trying. Even though it seems that you are in the point of confusion, you are trying. In Abani. I come on social media and you see people saying they need to talk to me, they need to talk to me, they need my number. And still I will not call my number. Reason best known to me. I always say it, anybody that struggled to get my contact should utilize it because I have my reasons. Onwere ndị nlụcha ala ọlụ na-achọ nọmba m ka fa bịa kene, they never see them. Ijubere onwe gị ka ụdị mmadụ dị ya. Onwe ndị lụrụ ọrụ na-achọ ka a esi kene. They never see the number to come thank. Ijubere onwe gị kedu ọdụ onye dị ha. Ọ bụrụ na m zuru oke mana o nwere ife na-achọ ka ngwa unu. Aka anyị ji aga ndị be anyị ananarị anyị n'iyi. Mama, add it to my bill if I come downstairs, okay?
They don't post bill.
They don't post?
Yes.
I can't cut this thing to pay you. That's the thing. You go to Agasia and Moa, you know what? I can't cut my live stream, okay? If engineer Quifa Abuna, or to ife name, or to ife name, bye. See, upload that na una water ife na achime. This new chenkemo uchonya di anjo. If Africa would go, if Africa must advance, we need to cut ties with and I will tell you why. Korea blocked Facebook in their internet space. Saudi Arabia blocked, I think, Facebook in their internet space. So many other countries like that. Do you know what they said to their engineers? Korea told their young engineers, I am giving you 6 months. If you cannot create a social network, we will use. If you cannot create the social network we will use, then forget about it. My brother, he gave them 6 months, but in 3 months' time, those boys created what they are using today. Look at my youth waiting for such Facebook to monetize us. They're going to see a check. Can Facebook monetize? Yeah. Are we not tired of being consumers? When I build a research center, I swear to Almighty, the people that will work in the tech part are these Yahoo boys. I need those boys. I need their knowledge. These boys are too good to waste. These boys are too good to waste. The hotel management is asking me if I will stay till tomorrow. So I said yes. So they're asking me to pay for my bill. So it's expensive. Allow me to pay it myself, okay? Now, Kedife game, look at our youth. Even on the content. Good news, Nigerians. Facebook will monetize us in June. Shame. 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 Good news, Nigeria. Facebook will monetize us in June. All our engineers, all our tech guys are comfortable, hoping for Mark to monetize us. I told somebody, this my Facebook page is not monetized. This is not because I don't want their money, but the kind of things I say, if I monetize my account, they will be checkmating things I say and things I don't say. I don't want to do anything for the price of what I will gain, so that if you don't, I say it all the time. Facebook sent me that I was banned again yesterday. I said, if you delete my account, no problem, I will start afresh. The one they did now is nobody's receiving notification. Don't you see? Before, if I come here, I will be having 2,000 audience once. 2,005. 1,002. Now, if we manage and have 500, we've tried. Because they've placed a ban in my account. Don't you go to pages of comedians, of dancers? Don't you see how many billion views? Are you not thinking how the algorithm works? The algorithm works against critical thinkers. Anybody in the job of liberating our people from slavery, mental slavery, the algorithm is fashioned to work against you. I am here to tell you, if you see me talking about the Yahoo boys, it's not out of hatred, but because I know these boys can do better. Yes, I know they can do better. Imagine my page that have about 78,000 plus followers. And in the 78,000 followers is about maybe 1,000 persons that will receive notification. What happens to the 7,000 followers? They don't receive notification. It is because of algorithm. Go to a content that pushes about entertainment. The algorithm is FYP everywhere. But say anything that will move our country ahead, you can never prosper. My dear, that's why I decided to say, if you know you are a content creator that is in the journey of awakening, tag yourself and I'll follow you. I tried to follow as many as I could. If I'm passing their page, if I can drop word of encouragement, it's enough. One was even making posts that, Maazi Dibia followed me today. I said, I am nobody. I'm nothing much that I followed you. But it's because we rise by lifting others. Nobody is irreplaceable. Nobody. Though there are people that are this extremely exceptional that to replace them will take ages. But to say they are irreplaceable is a blatant lie. Imagine my youth comfortably waiting for Facebook to monetize us in June. Whereas we can create something bigger than that. We can create, if you understood my job, I'm not just a regular Dibia. No. I try to serve in different paraphernalia. I serve you as a Dibia. I serve you as a factory resetter. To factory setting. I serve you as a research advocate. I serve you as a counselor. So that's why I tell people, if I give out my number, the workload will be too much. But my number is there on the social media. But you will not see it. It is those who struggled to find it will find it. Number mode. Man, if you get around, can make it a video. Then your number say, you can't find it. And what time, because of Guinea, I want to put our mind from this to this. It is easy to get regular Dibia. But it's easy to get a normal Dibia everywhere. But the truth is this, is in this time where we need to stand as one, to look beyond and begin to see, how do we evolve from here? There is a video I posted, the last video I posted, the Ibuku Torus. I shed tears seeing that video. I don't know if you saw the video. The man that could shape-shift one object into different things. That thing you saw was what Philip Emeagwali, a replica of that, was what Philip Emeagwali was talking about in the Ibuku Torus, through which he gave us the internet today. That thing is not an artwork. It's not just an art. It's a deeper science intertwined just in one thing. Is your brain really willing to think? I am interested in your agwo. That thing that is not taught in school. If any anakuzural going on, I don't want you limiting yourself to if antigineku. Yes, I told you people follow my backup page, Maazi Dibia Foundation. Because as at yesterday, Facebook sent me the final notification. My page is on red now. The next moment you wake up and you will not find my page. It's obvious. And I'm not bothered. I will start again. The thing is this. Leading 1 million people and winning 10 souls is nothing. But if I'm leading 100 persons and I could win 100 souls, it's something for me. My dear, money is not everything. One man my bambo. As you see me so, I dey suffer, I dey work. I work myself out. If I want to rest, I rest. Time for work. My dear ma Lucio Lumike. Sometimes I tell myself, you are not doing enough. Though I know I'm striving to do better. But I tell myself, you are not doing enough. You are not doing enough. This is my own motivation. You are not doing enough. In this world today, where we placed value only on money. Haba. Obunu no fi ife na-ekwu. Iwota ife na-ekwu. Whatever nda akpu ayeje. I swear to Almighty, if they monetize Nigerians, they will kill every aspect of engineering inside us. Every aspect of metaphysics inside us. Even our best creative thinkers will become comedians just to make content. Na fa Chineke. Monetization na achieve na June bido. Every of us will be found wanting. 90%. Because they will divert our attention to empty contents that will generate view. Knowing fully that people that talk sense, people that talk sense will not strive. People that talk sense will not strive. The app is ready. There is an SSL certificate we are waiting. Kanso ya ni Igbo maka ndi anyofo. Iva lolo kaliliru akwa mụ na gị nọ n'ime. I'm okay and the also point taken is in pipeline. Now, let me tag the backup account. I pinned the backup account now. I'm about to pin it. The backup account is what I pinned. What am I saying? Oblu ne megide nda succeed ye. Wakuba yogo. Somehow it's good though. But I'm telling you, they will drift the idea of our youth to only content creation, dancing, twerking. Not knowing that technology, which is the 21st century revolution, we will not be there. Some of our big brains is not even understanding what I'm saying. If engineer this is their tactics. This is their tactics. What can you do? Can you feel my leg, me? These people will move us. Let me show you. This thing This thing, I'm sure no Maazi create lifa. Eluchero 20 years. This is almost a toy. I'm sure no Maazi create lifa eluchero 20 years. Now what am I trying to say? Obu na agba nkiti ego abia. Obu na agba nkiti ego abia. Ihe onye ọbụla dị interested na ya bụ na Mark na-akwụ ụgwọ, Mark na-akwụ ụgwọ. Ihe ya na-achọzi bụ kedu ife mmemme ka Mark wee kwụọ m ụgwọ. That is why a lady nke a na-etrend va as no side budge jini obi lesie agba. Oh, you don't even understand what is happening. It's part of that Ponzi scheme. Blessing CEO started it. Angela Nwosu started it. Iputi lesi ọnụ. Iko ife na abaro n'ife. Ndị na-eso ndị ala esojuo. I divert ya. Ego abiaba. Now anọ nkịta na Blessing CEO na that girl side above emego video. Onye ala na onye ala ibie etimugo. What happens to virtue? I kid you not. There is a podcast I listened to in Nedu Wazobia's page. That podcast is Dr. Apoki was invited. After listening to that podcast, I cried all through that podcast. This man said that Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, that if you are telling Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala where is your selling point, Ngozi will point his brain, her brain. Now let me ask you, my brother, my sister, my cousin, my aunt, where is your selling point? Obna selling point Buala, Bulike, you are nothing. My brother, open a selling point tigi, bigi, as a man, you are empty. If your selling point is exterior and not interior, you are nothing. If your selling point is exterior and not interior, you are nothing. Now, if you are lucky that nature created you with a fine face, you are just a product of a genetic endowment. But if all your beauty cannot yield nothing, sorry for you. Now let me shock you. The man or the women that created tech solutions we are using today, when we called their name, we did not ask, do they have big nyash? I don't know if you understand. The black man that created this remote, you know the remote controller, the first person that created the remote controller was a black person. The black man that created this remote, I forgot his name, I would have mentioned it, but he can check it up and thank me later. The black man that created this remote, till today, we wait a remote to appear, you did not ask, the inventor of this remote, was he a fine man? Did he have six-pack? You are not asking that. Do you know why? When value is created, beauty becomes irrelevant. Aka God, you and one Nochilo Binizwag, if you want to support, you can pay the bill for me if you want. No, it's expensive, I must warn you. Here I stay, 50,000 a night. I came to do, I came to submit a proposal for fundraising. So I'm staying in a very big place, you know. You have to package your craft so that if they are coming to meet me for the meeting, I also look presentable for the money I'm asking. Do you understand? So, if you must market yourself, and you know, I cannot continue sending the details to everybody. I will just paste it. I will pin it here. If you cannot package yourself, that your brain, see, listen, let me say this. Everybody must not be brainy in terms of isu oyibo, mobi ikwu okwu. Obri ife na-ekwu. Kedu ife imala eji aka eme? I'm asking you now, it's a challenge. Kedu ife imala eji aka eme? What can you do with your hands? I saw somebody this morning on TikTok that used salt to draw he draw a celebrity, Ojadili Igbo. He drew Ojadili Igbo. Ojadili Igbo looked exactly Nnuko Jiseya. Nnuko Jise Ojadili Igbo. No. I think I've pinned it now. You can see I pinned the account in case. So, Nnuko Jise Ojadili Igbo. Okay, let me share you something that happened 3 years ago. Is it 3 or 4 years ago? There is this girl on, do you know the app called Bigo? Yes, Joseph Jackson. Joseph Jackson. I think Joseph Jackson, yes, created remote. The first remote. This is what I'm saying about knowing, having our indigenous name. Now, see this man, Joseph Jackson. If he was not baptized, he would have an Igbo name. The account is OP. If you can't find the OP, then I'll call another account. You see this thing now? If the name was Emeka Okuanyono, you would have known he was a black person. If his name was Wamanga Maponga, you would have known he was a black person. But that was why they brought baptism. Now his name became Joseph Jackson because his ancestors were sold into slavery. When you now read that Joseph Jackson made the first remote, you would think he's a white person. I would suggest a book for you. The name of that book is Good Things Comes in Black Too. The book was written by one of the patents of the fiber optics, Dr. Wusu Mensah of Ghana. Good Things Comes in Black Too. Read that book, shed tears for yourself. What are you doing? Can you feel John again? Now let me tell you the craziest thought that shapes my reality. Think with me for 1 second. I tell myself all the time, if you ever wake up in a day and notice that all the money in your account have been taken away, your house has burned to ashes, okay? And everything you own that is material has withered away, what would you do? What would you do? Right things comes in blacks too. Good things comes in blacks. Now, The thing I tell myself is this. I built my head to assume that whatsoever I have today, that I can wake up tomorrow, it is not more. Now, if all the money you have today, if all the money I have today, if I wake up tomorrow and I don't find it, my brother, I will tell you the boldest truth of my life. Nothing mega. I repeat, Odeshi. Do you know why? Because I did not place value on material things. I built the content, not the container. I built my content, not the container. I'm not saying looking good is not okay. Don't get me wrong. Don't put me out of context. But spending all the years in the gym, building the exterior, whereas the interior is empty, the both will complement each other. If you are skillful, maybe na amage dika onye na akpọ ụbọ, ma ọ bụ na amage dika onye na akwa nka. I swear to you, inwezie six-pack complement here the knowledge or the skill set will make sense. Mani bulo ogbe six-pack ama bulo ogbe ike bulo ogbe ala mani ikwu okwu, nothing to show for. Woe betide you. Woe betide you. So what do you have to show for? Kedifi Jeko. I'm asking you. Kedifi Jeko. Giboni Igbo. At a point in my life, fire raided my home. Nothing came out. Here I am today. Here I am today. Now, I'm also here to tell you that whatsoever you are doing, go and listen to my teaching that I made last year. The teaching I called Everybody Have Oil. Everybody have oil. I love that statement. So far my agua is intact. I don't care about the losses because I can build again. I will make reference to the Christian book you all know, because most of us, we are once Christians. 2 Kings chapter 4, verses 1 to 13. The Bible said something funny. Listen to this. Maybe I will repost the teaching again. The Bible said something. The story was copied from the papyrus of Hunefer. It's written there in the book of 2 Kings. The Bible said something. He said, Elisha met a woman whose husband was also a prophet. And the woman told Elisha, help me, oh, debtors are coming to take my children away. And my husband, who was once a prophet like you, is late. And the debtors are coming to take my 2 sons as collateral. Help me, prophet. What did Elisha respond to the woman? He asked the woman, the response started with a question. How may I help you? Number 1. Number 2, what do you have? Now, I'm asking you now. How may I help you? Then what do you have? I will explain this question. Elisha was asking this woman how he may help her, because he needs you when your destiny helper meets you. I've explained the destiny helper in the other post, that a destiny helper is not only human being. Scenarios in your life are destiny helpers. Conditions, circumstances are destiny helpers. So when destiny helper meets you, the destiny helper is interested in asking you this question: how may I help you? Point number one. The destiny helper wants you to be concise and precise. Then the second question: what do you have? Meaning, what is your skill set? What do you have to bring to the table? My dear, if you are bringing beauty to the table, it's not enough. In fact, in the competition of this world now, one talent is not enough. And mind you, the difference between talent and skill is that talent is an undeveloped skill. That is why many talented people die off. Nani the footballer was so talented, but discipline did not convert his talent to skills. Cristiano Ronaldo was talented. He employed discipline and made it a skill. If not for his black background, if not that Cristiano Ronaldo shared a black blood in his loins, they will acknowledge him as the greatest. But just because his grandmother is from the black land, they would never allow him to be the best. Oh, you don't know, that's why the media hates him. Cristiano Ronaldo's grandmother is from Cabo Verde in Western Africa. No this and no peace. Telling me you are talented is not enough. Elisha asked this woman, how may I help you? What do you have? And the woman said nothing. What the woman said is exactly what most of us says all the time. Exactly, somebody is saying, I am a barber and very good at it, but the income is very low because your thinking in your barbering world is low, and I will give you one. Not an insult, but a direct word. Look for a hostel, a boarding house. Go and meet the principal. Write a proposal that you are going to be barbering the students in the school for the rate of subsidize the money. Subsidize the money. If the boarding house have 300 boys there and you are barbering them every Sunday, tell me a barber richer than you. Akuwo Kuno Sinachi, did you hear what I said? Look for a boarding house around you. Tell the principal that you want to make a partnership with them. How much do they charge the student for barbing? That you'll be barbing the students at a minimum price of blah, 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 blah. And the school accepts for you to be giving them haircut every Sunday or 2 Sundays. Tell me a barber richer than you, and I will tell you are a liar. You are waiting for people to come to your shop before you barb them. Take the trade to them and explore. Tell me your skill, and I will tell you how to diversify. Now, my problem becomes, what are you going to do? Elisha told the woman, how may I help you? What do you have? The woman responded like a normal Igbo youth that is lazy and lousy. I don't have anything, only but a small jar of oil and a morsel of corn. Elisha bear jegudu ki gwatalo ma achicha kanta. Je gwatalo ma abacha kanta. Wetalum de achicha kanta godu. Elisha na ata de achicha. And after eating, do you know what Elisha told her? Listen to this. Do not follow the story by virtue of the story. Look deeper in the story and I will explain. Elisha told the woman, oh, you have a little jar of oil and a morsel of corn. Elisha now told the woman, go to thy neighbors and borrow ye vessels. When you borrow vessel from your neighbor, go into the house, shut your door, and begin to pour the oil into those vessels. The vessel is container. Now, I will explain 2 Kings chapter 4, verses 1 to 13 well for you. When the woman told Elisha, I don't have anything, the woman devalued her agwo. Kanjili nwanya na-ekwu ekwu maka akpele m. Nwanya na-ekwu ife a na-ene anya na ọ mmadụ ekwu ogologo okwu ka Maazi Dibia. O chezie na nyanwa na nke ọ na-eme nwere ife ọ bụ. O wee sị Elisha, I don't have any agwo. My agwo is small. That was why she told Elisha, I don't have anything, no, only but a little jar of oil and a morsel of corn. Elisha chiayochi. Why Elisha was laughing at her is because the little thing you think you have, the little thing you think you have, you are neglecting, is actually an ocean. It's actually an ocean. Now, the problem now becomes, have you placed little or no value to your own scale? Ordinary aqua can na aqua. How dare you say no ordinary aqua can aqua? Yomi Kajua is a multi-millionaire or billionaire. Ordinary aqua ka Yomi Kajua na aqua. How did you package your oil? Grateful heart, hold on. Ask me this later. How do you package your oil? Elisha told the woman, go to thy neighbor and borrow vessels. Do you know what that means? You cannot be a fashion designer and your neighbor, who is a search engine optimizer on social media, does not know you. And I will explain. If your neighbor, who is a social media SEO marketer, sees that you are a barber, sees that you are a tailor, all he needs to do is, you want to borrow his vessel, he will just take his phone and snap one of the clothes you sold and create Facebook ad with it. Do search engine optimization for you. And everybody on Facebook in your locality will see that you are a tailor. You make sales and he will collect percentage. Partnering for profiteering. Elisha told the woman, go and borrow vessel. That thing you know how to do, have you advertised it to the world to see? You are a musician, nobody has sponsored you. You are waiting for sponsor. You did not know how Maazi Michael you see on social media today. The hit sound you see today. You don't know how he started. He started by utilizing the power of social media. Play his music and send it. Look for the rapper called Blessing Nachi. Tell him I said I know how he started. Blessing Nachi started from nothing and he's something today. You are waiting for somebody to sign you. Make your music. Post it on social media. Consistency is the key. You may do it for 6 months, nobody notices you. Maybe in the 7th month. Are you listening? Neki, start posting. Elisha asked this woman, 2 Kings chapter 4, 1 to 13. How may I help you? What do you have? Maazi Dibia is asking you today. How may I help your life today to pull you out of hunger? What do you have to offer? And you tell me, Maazi, I don't have anything, no, only that I'm an upcoming musician that nobody have signed. But there is a phone with data in your hand. Why don't you freestyle your music and post your music? Maybe one day you post something and it will go viral. Your life will transform forever. How did Spakuti change his life? You are playing his music every day. Nobody signed Spakuti. Spakuti started from nothing. Let me shock you. Do you know Jerick? Jerick in Wampo. I came to motivate students in a school. One day, Jerick was one of the people I motivated. Tell him I said this. I went to Government Technical College in Po to motivate students. I called the students and I said, come, I have a motivation for you. I don't like you thinking low. Jerick was part of that motivation. The principal called out all the students. And I told the students the story of my life. How I think big to get to where I am today. Jerick don't recognize me today. Because he may not remember me. Because I am that young man that came in a red shirt to tell the students that here is not your limit. Today, Jerick Nwambo is a global phenomenon. He took his craft serious. What are you doing with your own? A day in my life, I met a human that changed my life. His name is Izuogo bin Nassam. Izuogo bin Nassam was the guy that wrote Readers Are Leaders. This young man spoke to me in 5 minutes. He ignited my lamp again. I'm telling you, more than 20 years ago. He ignited my light again. And he told me that if I continue, that I will even go farther. I am waiting to meet him again. I hope he's still alive. What are you doing with your time? YouTube is giving us free data, free midnight data every day. You are using your own to watch pornography. Without knowing, you can learn skills on YouTube from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. If I check your phone now, you may have 50 gig in your YouTube data, and you are learning nothing with your brain. You are the witchcraft holding yourself. You've not started doing something in your space. Arise and shine, for your light has come. Can you feed your game? YouTube gives free data. For each recharge card you research, there is a free data that YouTube will give. Am I lying? Communicate if I'm lying. Tell me I'm a liar. YouTube free data in every network. MTN they give them. Airtel they give them. Wait till they use your own YouTube free data, they do. The data works from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. at a critical point when knowledge is at its peak. Because then, the vibration and the constellation of the celestial sphere is at peace. Can you feel Jinkege? I learned programming from YouTube. My basic knowledge in programming came from YouTube. HTML5. Those days I started collecting a job from people, charging as far as 300,000 to build one site. And I will tell them it will take 1 week. Something I knew I can finish in 1 day. I remember one man who called me that time and said, come, I came. He said, how much will you do? I'm into logistics. Mr. Greg in our Papa Lagos. I'm into logistics. How can you make my job visible? I said, let me handle the branding for you. He said, what do you mean by that? I said, I will give you the best logo. I will give you the best UI and UX, the best graphic user interface and user experience. I will make you visible in this. I will do search engine optimization. I will just run in my mouth like tiger battery. Mr. Greg said, how much is all these things? I told him my price. He shouted. At the end of the day, we came to A common point. He said, okay, let me see. The first thing I did was, as at then, I was one of the best graphic designer when it comes to Corel graphics. I used my Corel Draw and I gave him a powerful logo. Tracelogistics.com. Yes, I think that is the name of the site then. Tracelogistics.com. I did this site In fact, funny enough, there was a template already. If you don't get time to begin code, go copy template, edit. Knowledge. Simple knowledge. I downloaded one template that I bought for $8. Something like that. I'm just giving an example. Edited the template, booyalia the C++, update here the JavaScript. Melia SEO optimization. I think I collected big money. How much did I collect then? But I finished the job in less than 1 week. But I told him it would take us 1 month. Do you know why? If I deliver it in 1 week, it will look as if to say there was no stress in it. In 1 week, I'm done with the job. But I was coming to his office. I know about the allo. I updated all the information. The day I pitched the company website to them, their branded logo, branded SEO, branded everything, he was like, wow, money for hand, back for grand. Naliegum. What are you doing? With your free time, Kedifi GM. Maria dia sonne nke chukwu agụ ga-eme gị ife. Dibia jolo me sendum fueri babe dibia. Maazi, hello, good afternoon, sir. Achọ nka mami na-ekechi mgbada. Mma ekechi gị ka inweta egbe m ọzọ jụọ ekechie gị ịfụnanya. Ịchọ ịma ma na-ekechi mgbada. Time iji achati mgbada. Ijiri ya mụba app development ibulu mmadụ. Agwago m na onye nwe Candy Crush agwa ama ngozi ya n'ụwa. Remember I said I'm going to spend 30 minutes here. But it's obvious I've spent 56 minutes. Should I continue or should I close? I'm asking everybody. What are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your time? They've told you that brainy people, niye nenye ha mora, iye mora nji atolo msera angulo. Nsera angulo ndemma. Mwe efa, I am zero alcoholic. Adem SS, adem angu. Kedebe si enweta inspiration nkem. What are you doing with your free time? If I build a research center, the first people I will recruit is all those boys in West Fargo. I need you because we need to build a cyber security company. I need you because since you can crack firewalls, you can build firewalls. Do you understand what I mean? I need you because if you can generate spyware, you can also build a spywall. Build something. Build something. Change yourself. I came from a family of 7. Which means the burden of all of them is on my shoulder. What do I do? Do I tell myself, no, Abum Diopala? Hey, Ibu Erika. Yes, Ibu Erika. Now you give up, now you lose. Last year, I told the ancestors, can you help me? Let me see if I can try something. Fasim, since the idea is good, try it. Where is your consistency? Let me shock you. Several years ago, there's a time when if I make video teachings, if I make video teachings, not only me and my wife, they watch them. Then my brother A1. Then my 2 twin brothers. If they no watch them, nobody go watch them. Onion can send the 1,000. May your sea never dry. Even the Chemaya send the 1,000. I know that is all you have. Biko, may your sea never dry. Thank you. I appreciate the widow's mite. Madna about booze or send the mega after megun. And anke 1,000 and we go see me to tamnar. Now, those days in Nagwagia, because of what? You need to break in. You need to break even. I was searching for my breakthrough. I will create a beautiful teaching content. In 1 month, not only 5 views you get. Once I watch them, my wife watch them. My brother A1 watch them. He don't finish. Then if my twin brothers, they watch them. Gaskia, I don't finish. Did I stop creating videos? No. In fact, some of the content I created those days, if not that they deleted my account, if I listen to those content, it gives me tears. Because I saw the evolving of my knowledge. Consistency. Consistency. You did your work today. Do them tomorrow. Do them next tomorrow. You know work. Do them 1 year. You know work. You say village people they pursue you. Who told you? The first day, my video got 1 million views. I shed tears. Do you know why? It's not easy for a teaching video to get 1 million views. You may not understand. It's very easy. It's very easy for a comedy video to get 1 million views, 100 million views, than a teaching video, a knowledge video to get 1 million views. That day my video got 1.5 million views. I called my wife. I said, see. Edwin Akala, we need you in our team. We need you in our team. That was actually why I created the WhatsApp and they bastardized it. I didn't create the WhatsApp so that we can be talking of a Jelbe Dibia. I was looking for intellectuals. What can you do? Do you know as I speak to you? As I speak to you, the first person Jiggy Ebo Mado Bongowa, you are holding yourself. What are you doing with your free time? With your time, your YouTube free data, kedi 4G waste na your phone. Why don't you sleep early? Put an alarm 11:45 so you can wake up 11:45. Set up yourself and start reading using YouTube free data. Kedi feed your time, man. What are you doing with your free time? Bless Nachi today. Bless Nachi today. Those days I could remember when Bless Nachi we post video. Nothing, nobody they watch him. Very few views. I just found this number on social media. I called him, I said, Bless Nachi. Remember today's date that I'm telling you this. This is so relevant. Wise man Rasta. This wise man Rasta, everybody's calling today. Wise man Rasta. I saw his video. I said, wise man Rasta. Consistency will bring you. Are you consistent in your craft? Our ancestors says, Onye sola agali na mbo nwa agali ovu. If you follow productivity, you will make wealth. If your aim on earth is to make 1 billion naira, you are a poor man. You should be envisioning 100 billion, 300 billion, 1 trillion. So that he dagideze to 500 billion in manage. Elisha told that woman, how may I help you? What do you have? The woman said, I have nothing, only but a small jar of oil and a little morsel of corn. Elisha told the woman, go and borrow ye vessels from thy neighbors. If your neighbor don't know you are good in this, you are doomed. They should know you for the work you do. That is the borrowing of vessels. Then Elisha told the woman another instruction. Shut the door. How do you shut the door? You are a small boy of your 25. Your guy just settled you. The first door you will shut is home wine. Shut the door. Shut the door. In our own different cadres of practice, there are several doors we will shut. That is the teaching I made about Unsochi. Shut the door. Shut the door. You are a hairstylist. In a BC. In a the first door you are shut to make sure. Ni feni na abia na shop gonna want onye na lo number. Ni na lia number ni na on a professional base because the moment he bido chiri hataba aya na make easy credit shop ge yada. Are you willing to shut the door? Are you willing to shut the door? Are you willing to shut the door? Then Elisha told the woman, begin to pour this oil into the other vessels you borrowed. Shut the door and begin to pour oil because, hey, Dr. Aboki said you need to manufacture before you advertise. Prepare yourself. Chiko bi kulegu sigi. No boni prepare onwe gi mgbe egu ye bido obo ye ligi. You are hearing that AI is about to take our job. And you are still telling me you are a banker. You have the mind to tell me you are a banker. Not knowing that in 4 years' time, if you go rich, AI robot will do all the job. And you are not preparing yourself for the next world. Shut the door of extravagancy. Every Friday, almost in cable once in a while. No, every Friday, he a club. He made the rime 500,000. Eh? He made the rime 500,000. Mano mwanya jadu no na village yun. Na yon nyono. Imono na 500,000 you go to sewing machine. Empower Fuanya. Elisha told the woman to pour in oil. How do you pour oil? Raise people. Human resource development is the greatest enterprise. I said it on camera. I will never know hunger again in my life. In Ifenku, Agụ amangu ụmụ ọzọ n'ụwa. Because of what? Obajuodolo, I know somebody that knows somebody that I have on a phone. I say, oh, Maazi, don't worry, me send the league ego. Agụ amangu muzim. Have you impacted people in any way? Human resource development. That skill in where have you poured the oil into other vessels? Acho gate mbike ya go obubum. Mbike ya go obubum. Is there anybody that will take up this mantle and continue to teach? Are you raising soldiers that will replicate your efforts? Let me shock you. I will make reference to the IPOB today, officially. Why the IPOB looks as if to say it's on a standpoint is because when Maazi Dibia was thriving with the IPOB movement, he didn't raise anybody that will continue where he stopped. Now they took him. Nobody to continue because are you raising people to take from you? Who will continue? Imala haki West Fargo. Onwe family get chicken on you kuzilalo. Are using that for citation? I'm not supporting evil. Who did you raise? Who did you raise? The skill you have today, who did you raise? Are you raising people that will continue your knowledge? GO Transport from Adazi did something funny. GO Transport did something funny. In 2013, I asked that the GO, I asked him something. Daddy, how did you become so rich? He laughed at me. Laughed so much at me. I said, no one Nazareth. I said, one Nazareth. Nazareth, I said, Daddy, I'm so eager to know. How did you make money? I said, non to and taking risk when needed. And in King will you go for? Welcome, Marco. No well nyawa bu okeke nwere ofu moto bank nwasi ya ka obunye ka obinye ego ka ogolu moto 10 tinye n'ụzọ osi bank ya mba no ya na alalu nwula abani mo jirefe ụgwọ ka o jiri moto ya na atụyarị na mba ahụ sịrị ha debere ebe ọ nọ tata. I was leaving my father. My father left me with 3 advices. The vital advice he left with me was in all things, if you must borrow money, do not borrow from microfinance bank. Awesome. Avoid borrowing money. But if the thing is so critical that you must borrow, avoid microfinance bank. I don't understand that statement. Now I understand them. A friend of mine bought house in Lagos. I was in Nando. He contacted me. Mubia neneli uno golofo kanjo me sendo adekwa. Ozugbo anu ma ajo sendo. Obuno no golo. But former microfinance bank. Oba ne tobala simu kowa enu silin kamfo. Nsisi kowa enu silin na kowa enu silin. Ive bute enu silin julu my friend on. Kedi ya gwolu debe ebe a. Onye obuna biele ebe a bili ego. If obuna iwete dika collateral, you can never be able to pay it back. So that they will take the collateral. Elisha told the woman, how may I help you? When destiny helper meet you and ask you this question, how may I help you? The second question will be, what do you have? Can you now bring it to the table? The woman told Elisha, I have nothing, only but a little jar of oil and a morsel of corn. You see, negligence of potential. In a neda aguganya. Sasa agumwe manano ma compose unwegu. What are you doing with agoge? How did you package your ago to become international standard? And you don't is a local musician. Or high life can you done so nago? Is he not a local boy? Have you not packaged himself to become global phenomenon? Have you packaged your craft? Maazi Michael is ordinary keyboardist, but not ordinary keyboardist. Where is Maazi Michael? Ikubende na ubo n'une n'obodo a ikpọ Maazi Michael. Packaging. The power of social media. Mercy Chinwe was inspired to sing this song. I'm sure she may not really understood that lyrics. She said, you make the little things I do be like saying the big things. That is when your chi comes in play. Your chi will make the little things you do. You go be like saying the big things. Okwa nkuzi ibem na akuzi. Na akuzi yode kantiri ogu. Have you packaged your craft to stand the test of time? What do you have so that I will know how to help you? That is what your destiny helper is asking you today. I told you that destiny helpers is not only human being. Circumstances in your life are human being. The relationships you are keeping are destiny helpers. They meet you to build you, to mold you. But you don't want to pick yourself up. You are holding yourself down. He broke my heart. She broke my heart. What did you learn? Because by virtue of the law of association, when two people coexist, there must be something deposited and taken. What did they deposit in you? What did they take from you? Deposit in you. That is why you should surround yourself with people that share the same vision statement with you. Go back to my root. Go back to my root. Eh? Is that the go back to my root? Go back to my root is calling you to factory reset, to think for yourself. What are you doing for yourself? What are you doing for yourself? I'm challenging you today. May this voice speak to you as you are laying down. I'm challenging you today. What are you doing? Can you feel John Wegeme? You are in the gym as a woman. You are doing 100 squats morning and evening to look nice so that your bum bum will elongate, no problem. Complement it with a skill set. Because if only bum bum you are bringing to the table, for you. You are a man. Ibugide gozu obigira kanke chiadi kobi. Ina gane tugi. My dear, I'm telling you today. Obulu no so biki jewe. I'm telling you today that 6 packs and the 6 cars, I will choose 6 cars over 6 pack. Girls like me because my chest is big and my 6 pack. Ibu Imara forget. What if you make Jackeme? And I will tell you what makes a man. A man is that person that can dig pit to feed his family. Are you that man? What are they we fella? the condition I am today, the status I've positioned myself, I can easily make money by telling you people, hey man in Atolo, but at Nobi tomorrow, at least 500 boys will come. Listen to this, so the probability that within these 500 boys that 100 will peak from now to December is 95%. I hope you know. If that 500 people come and the Ponzi scheme 100 will peak, that 100 will bring 5 million. How much did I make? Too much money. But I will never do it. I'm challenging you today that you are the Amosu Jionwe Gebo Mado. I came from nothing. For people saying, nobody stood for me. I created my realities myself. That is why if you reach there before me, well done, no, but I'm coming gradually, slow and steady. You cannot oppress me. You cannot oppress me. Because oppression is for those who don't know what is virtue and focus. I am busy building a legacy. You are busy chasing clout. I asked you the other day, if you die today, what will you be remembered for? Someone wrote on my comment section, Maazi, stop introducing yourself as the teaching magnate. He looks so proud. I said, you see, if I stop teaching now, you will not teach. If I introduce myself as a teaching magnate, problem. You see the problem? And what if he me meto wamma? And I will tell you where the name teaching magnate came. I didn't give it myself, I earned it. I made a 13 hours teaching on TikTok. I don't know if any of my TikTok fan is here. Do you know what it means to be teaching for 13 hours non-stop? We started by 8 p.m. one night. And we made teaching till 9 a.m. the next morning. And the comment section was saying, indeed, you are the teaching magnate. I earned the name. I did not give it myself. Ojinkuzi Emoji, I earned the name. I didn't give it myself. So if you are concerned about what people will say, you are wasting your time. Don Almighty said, no matter what you do, no be everybody will go like you. Even if you be world best, some people go they call you Onuku. Day your day. Do your best. I always say this, there is a thin line. Ofu fence. Ofu fence, G, pride and confidence. My dear, the kind of confidence I have can even be assumed as to be pride. But if you want to assume on your own, it breaks protocols of propinquity. Can you feed your way game? Can you feed your way game? I told myself that if my village is still having youths, neti na Jesus na abia ikwalai, that the rapture na abia, it means that my teaching is not yet enough. If there are still youth in Nando that is waiting for the second coming of Jesus, it means that my teaching is not yet enough. Oh, my teaching is not yet enough. We rise by lifting others. If I decided not to come out, Ndizi Telomolo, I will not give me peace. I don't teach because I enjoy teaching. I have sore in my throat, yet I'm still shouting. I'm not in the studio where I have all the comfortable microphone. And out of the inspiration in my heart, you see me raising voices. If there are people in your village waiting for the second coming of Jesus, it means that your teaching is not yet enough. Continue doing it until total emancipation. The same madness I see no kawebute kai jibata no ordinana. Ebe obu na ifolo ewetelu no pastor esi ona afuzo una ebu ama. Anybody ifo ma onye ala ma onye isi di mma oputara na social media de dibia ma obu de eze nwanyi yiju ebe a gbaalụ m afa aye eji afa gbanye gị nsogbu ụwa n'isi. Remember, my topic is what are you doing for yourself? 2 Kings chapter 4, 1 to 13. Elisha asked the woman, what do you have? What skill do you have? What skill do you have? What skill do you have? I'm asking you today, if they fire you from your job today, will you fall into depression? If someone plays chess very well, you have a very wonderful skill. You should raise up your skill to compete in the global standard. Then you begin to book for chess competition. You make so much money. People will bet on you. If you have very good skills in chess, I will bet on you my money so that if you go, you win your percentage. I'm challenging you. A 6 months dedication. Let's meet in December and see if today is not fruitful. Let us learn a new skill. Utilize your YouTube midnight data. Learn a new skill and see if your life will not transform. You can learn sewing online. Learn the basics of sewing online. Then go to somebody and perfect yourself. Idiot. Also, I'm good in handling and loading foreign account. Onyori, can we take it back? Jenga. Mwa take it. Ahatobungi. Oh my God. Oh my God, you book. Yes. Hey, Chinekem. I don't want you. My dear brothers and sisters, ụwa na ya anya ọdịda. Ụwa niile na-ene Igbo anya ka anyị daa. Ekwekwana ka anyị daa. Ụwa niile na-ene ndị Igbo anya ka anyị daa. The whole world is watching us. The whole world is watching us. May you not contribute to our downfall. Ebuko Jimba, come with Onyori. The whole world is watching us. That is why they saw that awakening is starting in Africa. They saw the massive awakening. And they said, okay, now we will scatter the awakening. Let us monetize their account to channel their energy on useless content. Why did Mark not monetize us since? Now that we are breeding a soldiers that will combat in our battalion. Soldiers that will say no. Another thing is this. The account is my personal account, okay? Sunday one, the account belongs to me. Now the question becomes, if you have a skill, everybody listen to this one. Touch your neighbor and say, if you have a skill, make sure your skill is relevant in today's world. If you have a skill, make sure you build your skill to be relevant in today's world. Enekebe, please check your network. I think my voice is coming out. Now your own voice. If you have a skill, make sure your skill is relevant in today's world. Asoni bebero kwa Maazi Dibia dika akpere ma agbawa no leban. Now, why do I say that statement? My brother, Ederoka for said he have a skill. When I see you, my brother, you have a skill in a bar. He designs wheelbarrow. Now that skill is fabrication. My brother, it's obvious that the need for wheelbarrow is almost diminishing day by day drastically. What do you do now? You have to upgrade your skill of wheelbarrow fabrication to fabrication of vehicle body, fabrication of keke body. You see? The time that we are doing well for ourselves, they brought in monetization. Sunday one kwa chikene mozo kamvunanya. Piawa mazu. Ujialata agwoya ya foze mbangwe. My dear, ige enwe multiple skill agụ amambungum. Ebe akwuchie nkwunye onwe m side. Asomuwa, you are a paint producer. Don't worry, obelogi ya abia paint yelem. Elisha asked that woman, how may I help you? What do you have? Derokafo, I'm shocked to see this today. Derokafo. Okwango abumkemuni yaji appointment na Nnewi. How may I help you? What do you have? Two questions. Elisha asked the Shunammite woman. It means even if destiny meets you, destiny will ask you, how may I help you? You need to have a preconceived idea of what you want to become. Then what do you have? What skill do you have? Asomowa enwere a building na-achọ ka mme topu na mkpọ na umusiome. Dị ụnọ na-emezi m ifele. Ka mama ma afu ego kụọ ya gbamgbam. Nefa na comment section Pascal Okanya abia zaman ka nwete ga ebe a. Chinedumchi, I greet you. My dear, you must have multiple skill. The woman told Elisha, I have nothing, only but a small jar of oil. The woman has placed little value. But if the woman told Elisha, I have a jar of oil, though it's little, the power of presentation matters. How do you pitch yourself? For the people in the comment section telling me I am a good barber, you don't know how to pitch yourself. And I will tell you how to say it. If I am a barber, I will tell you I am in the business of aesthetics whose core value is making men's hair look nice. Learn how to package yourself. You are into aesthetics whose core value is in the business of making men's and women's hair look nice. The power of presentation, branding, packaging. Okwono, little packaging, you can make yourself look so big. Ejingabasi emeka akara. Kedie di iche na mama putu na tasty fried chicken. Ebuko Jimba, if you are sincere in this, then that means I need you. What about bricklaying? Bricklaying. Bricklaying. Haba. Let me share you a little story. When I was building for the Nigerian army, I was doing one project in Apapa as a military contractor. I was building a church. What's the name of that church again? I forgot. In Apapa, Nigerian Army School of Signals, Apapa. Why I'm calling the name is so that you can go and verify. I was building that church as a contractor. So something happened. One day, one of my bricklayers no come work. Normally, I have to change my clothes. Use my hand, lay, top, long when mobile line, T, doibe block, udoche, nalego nkieti na bam. That is my account on the screen. Fanasim oh you makwedo my brother adim ni igbo adim no igbo if I'm like eme ka e we rie nne onu because na akolu go no nji isi m we wu concrete no musi omemkpo imelu m ebele. I am into aesthetics. AES aesthetics. AES, it started with the word AES. Aesthetics. Na ma avulu mo ozi chilim deje nwannem. Ebuko Jimba, I will contact you, don't worry. I don't make noise. Aesthetics, yes. I am into aesthetics. Aesthetics is the word beauty. That is why I tell you people, learn semantics. Una amara aswibo. Una amara aswibo. Nusubi ibo na una jobam kedi even sola. Aswa mo ibo jobam even sola. You learn new semantics so that you can, you know, bring yourself in a very packaged word. Is dry cleaning a skill? My brother, is a very good skill. Because na mwa bwe to Maazi adi to aketa iso akwa na agba mayari. Ida akwa na agba mayari. So you don't tell people you're a barber. You tell yourself, what do you do? I'm in the aesthetics business. Obnonya malo oyibo. Osigi, what's your major? Oi. Franklin chukwe meke nke agba itekwa. Nke abukwala aju. Odaludum. I am into aesthetics. Osigi, what major? You see, I'm in the business of making people's hair look so nice. Oh, see, you are a barber. I said that is in the local parlance. That is a local parlance. You too should go iPhone 15 fa. Do you know how many girls in looking at Onye does iPhone 15 fa? How many girls in Oka, in Abuja, in Enugu, na Onye does iPhone 15 fa? You need to look as if to say you are what iPhone 15 so that they can give you iPhone 15. Elisha asked the woman, the Shunammite woman, how may I help you? You say you are in debt. Exactly, Kelechi Collins. That is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That is why the last program I did was converting your weaknesses to strength. It is my last program that entered this program. What are you doing with yourself? 2 Kings chapter 4, 1 to 13. My brother, you are not a painter. You are not a professional painter. You are an exterior decorator. You give building a touch of perfection. Once you say you are a professional painter, you sound so cheap to me. JBA complimentary card galalon, a business card galalon, business card galalon. Ikoya madnaka, if I had a babo, a jogu chigozie, exterior decorator. We redefine your building. We bring your imaginative ideas into reality with our, for example, deluxe paints. You know, you never say the kind of paint in a teacher. You don't present yourself as a professional painter. If you're a professional painter, you na affordable. Nde na eji isi na roll abia. Ndi na tell test code na emotion. Agwudi nke ai mocha. Nwanne m afụrụ m ego ise ndịle ma ọ dalụgbu m. O bulu akaụntụ m ajụ, o mere phone m ama jiji. My brother, upgrade your semantics. Ka your business package, you are not a professional painter. You are an exterior decorator who brings creative imagination of house owners into manifestation. Exterior decorator. But that is what you are. We have interior decorators and exterior decorators. Because when you present yourself as an exterior decor, you can collect other contracts. Then how do you borrow vessel? Remember, Elisha told the Shunammite woman, go and borrow ye vessels. The vessels you need to borrow now are building contractors, civil engineers, architects, so that follow Chono, they have your number in your phone. You need to have the numbers of interior decorators because they may need to go and decorate somewhere. And they will tell the owner of the building that this apartment need to be painted though. Abogi as an exterior decorator, he will always paint the choir. You refurbish and renovate the I love that. You are an exterior decorator who refurbishes dilapidated edifice. Packaging is business. Iye jegolu rice na ano na mama put 1,005. Je na tasty fried kitchen igolia 7,000. Packaging. One them. Iye godum 40 feet a container. Mmelemwe in one day. Ebumia nile. Ebumia nile. Gwa mi fi boba na ngwa afia. Nyam the contact, nyam the contract, elelie mia. Ina fu mataya says ako. You know how many land in a state. Lay in few weeks. It's not money na yememu that and that guy name. Exactly. That is why I said something, Ekene and Idiobi. You should manufacture yourself before you advertise. Make sure you are ready. Manufacture yourself. There are 7 P's that guided me to this point. I call it the 7 P's. I love that. Mobility. You don't call yourself, I'm a professional driver. I'm a chauffeur. I'm a classic chauffeur. I'm a classical chauffeur. A chauffeur with a class. I say, what do you mean by a chauffeur? Is that I'm in the business of conveying people from one point to the other. Packaging. About question it's I'm a professional driver. Nsige to reverse. Isibabi ituali bi sigazo. Once you tuali sigazo, it's obvious you are not a professional driver because your 2 side mirrors and rear mirror is enough for you to reverse. My darling, my brothers, we can build ourselves to a business tycoon. We can build ourselves to an enterprise worth looking for. Remember, today's topic is 30 minutes motivation. What are you doing with your time? I started this program as at 10:52 and I said I will close by 11:30. This is me now, 12:43. It takes a lot of resources to package for a beginner. Social media has made it easier. My darling, social media has made it easier. It means that need so my teaching. My teaching. Mind you, my followers are not only Igbos. Someone called me from Zululand, South Africa. All the thing I was hearing in my phone was Ndatanga, Abinda, Kukumbula. I love you, I love you. He said, your teaching has done this. Please always try to remember to speak in a central language that we the Zulus are listening to your teaching. Someone called me from Gabon, speaking French to me, said, please, you know, he told me my English is not so good. We are native, we are indigenously, our first language was our native language and French. Please, always, so my fans are not also always Igbo. Though Igbo is my core value, but I must try to carry them along. What are you doing? The little thing you are doing can become big. Utilize the power of social media on camera. On camera. Record it and post. There are 7 P's that guided me. Letter P. You know the alphabet P? There are 7 P's that guided me. Prior proper preparation. Kindly, I repeat, prior proper preparation practically prevents poor performance. Uzodi Emmanuel, I am a medical health care. You need to rephrase that word so that I'll get it right. I hope you know that if you start an English sentence with am, it is actually wrong. You can only start an English expression with am when it's an expression. Am means that neighbor. You would say I am selling keke parts, not I'm selling keke parts. Okay? With due respect. I didn't say this to belittle you, but many people die WAEC because of that am and I am. Know when to say am and when to say I am. The other day, I made a program and I said, come up and advertise what you do. I think this is me to do that again today. So haven't challenged you into what you will do in your own. Maybe I will give everybody one minute to market their product. What do you do? Come up and tell me what you do for a living. Even a baby, go for at least Nina alone. Uzodi Emmanuel, you are a pharmacist. Wow. The etymology of the word pharmacy is from the Greek word pharmika, which means to conjure. I hope you know that. The word pharmacy is from the word pharmika, to conjure, to cast a spell. That is what it means.
Oge na nduka na-ekwu nduka modum.
Gaba n'iru nwanne m, kede bisi anoyela wetekwu onu gị o?
Australia ka nọ.
Australia na Austria fancha bụ area.
Anọ m ife kwesịgị.
Ọ bụ na ị maara njakịrị mma gị ya. Mgbe esi m na ị na Australia, sị gị Austria na Australia fancha niile bụ area.
Mba aghọta ama m njakịrị otu me.
Kedu enwe punchline na mma gị?
Na mbụ asị nka nkene ego. Ịgwakwaghị eziokwu. M na-esonyekwa n'ife na-eme ọfụma. Amaọkwa nka m esi wee sị na Chukwu ya agọzi gị because ndị dịka unu ụkwọ na asụsụ anyị nakwa ọdịnala anyị ahụ efu. So mmasị gị dịsi ike. Iji wee saa gị ife jụrụ m. Mana enwere ife m chọrọ ịtụ aka bifo nsa ife iji wee kpọlite m ebe a bụ na ife m ji wee tụnye bifo nsa gị ife iji wee kpọlite m ebe a bụ na ife niile m nọgoro obodo a ụbọchị niile nọ na Lagos lodge ya even as BVI nwee n'akụkụ nwegasị n'ụzọ Yoruba language ka ha na-asụ. They don't care about whether mi bụ onye Yoruba ma ọ na-ebughị onye Yoruba. Atụ ụzọ mma amalụghị bụ na obodo a m bi enwe Israelis bi ebe ọfụma ha na-akpata ezigbo ego. Nwanne m mana mma gwa gị eziokwu na half of them amaghị asụ oyibo because ife niile ha kụziri ha n'asụsụ be ha. Or interpreter ka ha na-use ebe a then oyibo ha na-asụ basic ha ji eme their transaction. Ka nchigazi azụ n'ife jụ m ewolughom your program odogwu ewewu n'iwe mana ka
Mba.
m chigazi azụ ka nsazie gị ife jụrụ m kpata iji wee kpọnite m mụ kwuo ife m na-alụ. Ọ dị ka ife ị na-ekwu ebe a, ọ na-adịkwa mma mmadụ ịwụkwọ all-rounder dịka ndị be anyị si ekwu ya. Kịta abụ m onye ọrụ bekee, ana m alụ ọrụ n'ụlọ ọgwụ. Even nke a mụ na gị na-ekwu kịta, ana m emekwa ife na sistem then tinye your program n'akụkụ na-ege. Abụ m a registered nurse. Ka m pụta ebe ahụ before m bata into medical field. Nsị gị na m mere biznes, eme m biznes nke na ndị mmadụ na-asị na m na-agwọ ọgwụ na nje ọgwụ azụ afịa. N'ụdị onye Nnewi ka m wụ, ụdị ego m nwere, ndị mmadụ na-akpọ m obere nwa ji ọgwụ azụ afịa.
Mgbe ọ ma agwụ afịa ndị na-ewubi ka izu ọgwụ.
So ọdụ mma mmadụ isikwa ebe ahụ pụta before mbe biznes alụ na m ọtụtụ ọrụ. So all those skills mmadụ na-amụta, it builds you up. Ịda ịghọchala onwe gị saịdị akwa gị, saịdị nke a ghọchala gị, iwerukwa na-aga. Daalụ. Ahụmala ka igosi onwe m n'ihu efere mana udo daalụ. M na-ekwupụrụ gị okpuru.
Ka siti ị nọ Canberra ka Sydney ka kedu ebe ị nọ?
Anọ m Brisbane.
Na obodo eteka. Udo dị nwanne m, ọ ji abalị gị. Nkwu iji ego ọ ya abalị gị n'ife niile itiri aka. Etu ịgbagote enu kịta ịfọrọ na okwu ịtụnyere kịta nwere onye ịgbala ume. O nwere onye ịgbala ume. So okwu na-ekwu taata, ana m agwa onwe m na-agwa gị bụrụ onwe ihe ị na-atụ aka, ị na-atụkwasị ọ ji abalị gị nwanne m. Ọmaka mere eje nwanne m. Biko ịgbagote ikwuo ife ị na-alụ. What do you have? 2 Kings chapter 4 verses 1 to 13. Ife ji abụ nnọkọta ntụcha ilu na okwu a bụ ama m na unu chabụ ndị ụka. At least iburu Baịbụl ị na-agụzi onwe ife ị na-aghọta. Kedu ife ị na-alụ? What do you do? What do you have as a skill? What can you bring to the table? So you can send request and market your enterprise now. Kedu ife ị na-alụ? What do you do? Now, the problem is this. When somebody is telling you that rapture is coming next year, that word alone will not allow you to learn any new skill, because you believe, why learning skill when rapture is coming next year? You see why I started with mental emancipation. Do you get my point? So look for something, engage yourself in meaningful skills. From now until 6 months, you have testimony. Look for something, engage in something meaningful. From now until 6 months, you have a big testimony. It's as simple as that. I'm not nanke ocha no. Okay. One more person before we call it a day, then we call it a session, then we continue again. Because achorom koku ataka, so that it will resonate with you wherever you are. I want to go and come back by maybe 3 or 4 p.m. for another class. So today's class is 30 minutes motivation, which lasted more than 30 minutes. But the title is, what do you have? Second reference to your Bible, 2 Kings chapter 4, 1 to 13. The story of Elisha and the Shunammite woman. Okay? Elisha asked the woman, what do you have? The woman said, I have nothing but only a small jar of oil and a morsel of corn. Elisha told the woman to go and borrow a vessel, subsequently asking the woman to shut the door. Shutting the door means curtail some excesses. Be disciplined. If you are a woman married today, the first door you will shut in your marriage is to shut off some old friends. male and female, that will influence your marriage. Friends that will tell you, oh, dig your ordinary 10,000, ka dig nyeki waste your fe, din kem na 50,000. The person that is making this noise may be na di for 3,000 year. Or chill unnecessarily peer pressure, wig nisi. You begin to fight your marriage. Shut the door, including you as a man. There are some friends you need to boycott so that your marriage will last. Some friends are not worthy to be in your marriage because they will engender you into unnecessary acts you are not used to. Shut the door. I think Onwuzlike, you be the person with Onwuzlike, please send your request again, please. Send request again. I brought you up, but he said declined. Send your request again, please. I will maybe we call it a day. Then we'll come back by 3 or 4 p.m. for another session. Oh, you don't know that pharmacy is charm and portion? Yes, now that is what it means. The word pharmacy is from the word pharmica, which means to conjure a spell. That is what it means. Listening to the teaching I made on etymology, I said, for every word you know, go and look at the etymology. You will be shocked. Pharmacy is a charm, a potion. To conjure a spell. That is the etymology. Pharmica is the root word. Update your semantics, it will help you. One name kedebi si akpo.
Esi m Abakaliki.
Ya nukuto obodo. Side is spell and do.
Mba side Abuja Road.
Ya. Kedu ka ime nwanne m? Kedu ife ị na-alụ? What do you have?
I'm a DJ proper.
Wait on man one in and go.
I say I'm a DJ.
DJ.
Yes.
DJ fella na eme DJ na eme fella ya kpọ musiko ego na club.
I'm now got a club. Like big one of the biggest clubs in Southeast.
Wow. So nya onye chọ ime ya dịka wedding now. Ihe akpọli nwa egwu ebe a.
I don't need to talk too much.
Get
In any occasion.
onye ebe ka ịbụ.
I'm my Ebonyi.
Swallow me an Igbo, swallow me an no Ebonyi. Similar for like.
Abroad for that. Money go Ebonyi. We have people. I'm from Africa.
So onye chọ ịgba nkwụ ihe akpọ nwa egwu.
Ha. I don't need to say something.
No, when you blow your trumpet to yourself, it doesn't mean you are prideful. It means you have confidence in what we are doing. It Maazi Dibia ji nkuzi emoji. It doesn't mean that I'm but I'm ji nkuzi melogoji. When you say what you can do is not pride, it's confidence. So ị na-akpọsi egwu ike nwanne m. Gbaka na akala ekwentị ga-ada ama ma onwe chọrọ ikpo egwu. Ị nwere ike ije obodo ọzọ kpọọ egwu.
I go many states now. I don't go Abuja for one club opening. Sometimes they come back.
Ngwa kpọọ nọmba gị ada ama ma onwe chọọ gị.
090 31 77 97 96.
09031779796. In mathematics, I hope you know it is wrong to call phone number 9796. You know before
9796.
And the principle of integer. And the principle of integer that bokata number on. You got 31 37 9796 090
090 977. Can they in a comment section?
What they oh? Biko akala ị na-anụ n'iru akwụkwọ bụ nwanne anyị nwoke bụ DJ. Onye chọọ ikpo egwu na agbamakwụkwọ ma ọ bụ ihe ọ bụla ị na-eme, ịkpọtụrụ nwanne anyị nwoke ka ọ bịa wele egwu kpọsara gị. Ọ ya abalị gị nwanne m, okay? Happy to have you here. Kedu studio stage name gị? DJ Wake.
Yes.
You got on fire.
Comment section.
Yes, yes, after a decimal and when calling a phone number. Okay, nna m afụgo m nọmba gị. Biko onye chọọ nụ ịkpọ DJ. Nekwa DJ Wake kunu kpọọ. Nwanne m ọ ji abalị gị. Oh, more grease to your elbow. Jisikwa ike.
Thank you.
Daalụ nwanne m. Nwanne m aka mkpa ọkụ ọnwụ zuru ike. A number. Because you man say 313796 the same pattern iji bido ka ihe eji kwụsị. Ọnwụ zuru ike nwanne m.
Ọkwam na ọlụkwa
Abalị nwanne m. Kunyite n'ọlịlị ka anyị na-alịzi.
ọsọ adịghị mma o adịghị mma. Ije ine ga na-abụ ije mmiri adịghị echi echi. Igbo n'iru igbute, Igbo n'azụ igbute, Igbo n'aka na igbute, Igbo n'aka ekpe igbute. Ndị iche ga na-agbalị gị ọgwụ ebe niile ị ga na-eje. Fa ga na-ebuli ya ụzọ. Arụrụ nne na nkụzi na-akụzi. Ana m ekene na nkụzi na-akụzili anyị because ọ dịrị izi. Ndị nwere ntị va nụrụ, ndị na-enwerụkwanụ ntị. Because ife onye na-alụ agwagwo m nọ ana m eprodusi abụkwa m dizaina ọnwụkwa onye kụzili m na kọmputa ka m nọ wee mụta mụ ji aka m edizain denu my house kịta efuru efe a mụ ji aka m epenti wọl arụ m niile wọl be m niile ọ nwere onye na-epenti ya so ndị nebo ọsị na ya dị ekwe na dị na like ime ife ọbụla n'aka ya ịghọtago nna nke kachasị nke na amakwana m akpụ isi abụ m baba from be anyị wee pụtaba nne m eke mma kụziri m isi nri nsi eyi nri ịnaba so na ezulu m ana m ekele Chineke okike abịa mma
inwelu nkwa nwee nkwarịkwakwa
adị ekwu nne m si họteelụ wuru ewu n'otu Ọnịcha so anyị ncha niile from A to Z na-esi gbado nri ịfụrụ ya Chineke wee bịa zokwu m ọ bụrụ onye be anyị ka m na-anụ o nwere ife ọbụla eji esi mụ na-esi ife ọbụla a na-esi o nwere ife ọbụla m n'ọnọdụ ka họbi m den nwa m nwoke anyị na-abụ ebe a mụ ji aka m akpụfa ncha niile isi fadị ejebe so ọ dị mma mmadụ inwe aka ọrụ amaka nwere ife dị ka aka ọrụ amaka nna ana m ekenesi ya ike na-azụ Chineke gbaa ya ume ka ị nwee ike na-akụzili ụmụaka be anyị onye ụmụaka ọrụ obi obodo oyibo ọ dịrị ya very easy. Ndị Canada chọrọ ya achọ, ndị US chọrọ ya achọ, ndị ọbụla chọrọ achọ ọbịa sị ikele ife ị na-eme n'ọgwụgwụ isi ya ka efi a na-ene n'interview fa na-ene iwe kwuchasị ya onye ya grant enye gị visa ọ na-amenye gị visa very easy something because ị na-egwufa fa na-echeki your brain a na-echeki kelibe dị n'isi kelibe dị isi na ana m ekene eri nne amụrụ m otu m ga-esi wee kene Chineke m gwelu ya ụzọ ọ gbagolu ya abalụ ọ gbagolu ya ogologo na-arụ isi ike ka nna ebe ibido na nka gbabụ na nka na ọ bụrụkwa nkịta ndị Facebook na-agba elu na-agba anị fa na-agba na nkịtị anyị emesa anyị ga-ekreti nke anyị ana m ekene eri nne nna etendị meseji na WhatsApp the number said na email is wrong. Annual. So I send him your back.
Okay,
I send him your back. Oh, Darunne. Oh, Chukum.
Okay, go. Okay, when we attend to these 3 persons that sent request, we call it a day. I chebeze nambede. Nwanne m ka ime.
Good afternoon, sir. Gị bụ aka ji over arụ ụvụ anyị na
Ọ dị
Nando.
abalị
Arụ obute obute.
ezigbo nwa na ndo jide ebube.
Ka nso n'oyibo dị ji okụzili anyị. All over the world, adding life to life.
Repeat again. Repeat again.
Of adding life to life. Ana m eti egwu na-enye ụwa obi aṅụrị.
Let me give you a new word for that.
Okay.
Are you listening? Are you listening?
Okay.
So if someone asks you what's your business now, say that your business is razzmatazz.
Razzmatazz. Oyibo nna m supu. Supu oyibo.
RAZZMATAZZ. That is ZZ. RAZZTAMAZZ. Razzmatazz.
Okay.
Razzmatazz. Check the word. New word RASMATAZZ. Depending on the old English and the new English. But razzmatazz is one word that encyclopedia every entertainment.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
So when you tell someone you are in the business of razzmatazz, what cadre of razzmatazz?
Okay.
What has it? No, read him and melody. So
with nke nso oyibo nke ebulu ogo m n'internet ka ya na-ekwuzi ọzọ.
So in weekend self, you can adopt the name razzmatazz because all the rare.
Sure.
Razzmatazz is a good. You can look it up in dictionary, then adopt it. Okay.
Nice one.
So viewers all of that. One of my cousin, if I had a mom, Ada mom, if we are man or one them.
Olo m enweta n'aka unu dị m mkpa rinne. Support m
More officially, after this live stream, I'll follow your page because I'm up to following people now to build people.
The Maazi, ọ nwere nchọ ka m gwa gị n'iru ụwa ka mma dịgwa gị. Maazi, ọ nwere ọrụ m mesendịrị gị na WhatsApp. Ọlụ abụ ige ihe ntị achọ m dị egwu ka ego ọbụla na intro of the song and the outro of the song. Iji lọọ ọfụ bido iji lọọ ọfụ mechielu na ya. Nya mụ achọrọ ifichọ gị na dị ọlụ ọ dị aka oyibo anyị. So ụwa niile ọ bụrụ na na-agụrụ egwu mụ na Maazi mana ọnya nwa achọrọ ụwa niile unu na-afụ anyị.
Mba, Nando to the world, I'll do that.
Nke abịa bụ kwa mbololo ekwesịrị m ebe m si abịa.
Zuzie Nike.
Nna m.
Anụwa m.
Nna m.
Nwanne nwanne m go. Okay. Now, funny enough is this. We are like sworn brothers because my grandfather and this guy's father, we are best of friends till death. In fact, they were so close that one of my grandfather's wife was remarried by his father. If you see how close it is, Izuchukwu Nebo na uche Chukwu ekwe ọnụ ọkpụ na ndụ tọrọ ezigbo ụtọ tịrị ọnwụ gbuo ove. Ya dịva. Ya dịva, it is well. I can boldly tell you that he is my grandfather. His father is my grandfather's best friend. That is, and his father is, oh, forget. Maazi Dibia na-ewu Izuchukwu na-egbo na-agọ ntụvi n'aka. Nna m kedu ebe isi anọghịla anyị nwanne m?
Nwanne m daalụ nne ya esi m South Africa wee na-akpọ.
Ka esi nọ na South?
Anọ m Johannesburg, something.
Mama m enweta netwọk.
Okay. Yeah.
Nwanne m gaba n'iru.
Okay. Network is very bad. In fact, I'm something.
Your voice the dim.
Yeah. Okay, one night from it ife nje ebe a bụ kripa nji aka m were akpụ isi were echebe onwe m number one bụ afọ m bụ Valentine. And I'm into property management, and also I'm doing a lot of research but history, a lot history teacher. So I really appreciate you very well. If any na cousin na data na anya at least. Hello, the mother na cousin na-akụziri especially especially a lot of people nọ n'ala Igbo. Ọ dị mmadụ gide ka m kpọọ ya dị 50. I believe na Igbo niile, youth Igbo niile, ya dị well educated. Mara ebe a na-eje. Mara ụwa kịta na-abụ your skills ya na packaging ka isi package onwe gị. Lee n'ife nji aka lee ife nji megon m anya eji m kripa. Eji m aka m akpọ onwe m.
Gị ji aka ga-akpọ onwe gị isi?
M ji aka m akpọ onwe m isi. Eji m aka m akpọ ọ bụrụ na m ejighị ego m ga-akpụ isi. Ọ bụrụ na m chọrọ ịkpọ barbing salon ka ọ bịa be m ji akpọ m isi.
Ibi emenwuri onwe gị nke mmadụ na-ebili gị aka.
Mana eji m aka m emela onwe m. Ọ bụrụ ife m mụtara during the time of COVID. Since then, m ga take care upon myself. For ya. Then being mmadụ inwe critical, going to legacy skills is very important, especially na need ebe anyị na people ebe anyị telling you know I'm not believe in a business. Business is we are going nowhere in business. Anyị kwesịrị inwe skills now. Mgbe nọ n'obodo a amụ m handyman. Onwe ife a na-akpọ handyman. Ndị a na-edozi ụlọ emem handyman job n'obodo a. Ị ma ife na-aza handyman? Ọ bụ na job na-alụzi n'ụlọ emere m ya n'obodo a mana ife niile na-abụ packaging ịfọdụ ya ọ bụrụ skills mmadụ nwere mana ndị be anyị abịa onye agbara onye debela si na like onye na if somebody na-alụ ọrụ aka ma ọ bụ destiny ọ na-ebute onwe ya ana ịfọdụ oke ọchịchọ mana ibugo onwe gị elu o nwere ebe onye ọsọ ruru onye ije na-aya elu. So all part of your teaching ife na-akụzi is very important. Starting very happy and so coming up. Yeah.
Udo, don't worry, but ma bịa South Africa ọ ngwa ya akpụ m isi.
Kwadobe now. As long as I'm not following, kwadobe.
Udo dị nwanne m. Ngwa jisibe ike o. Na-adalụ. Adị m apị etu o si pụta gosi unu klipa. Ọ nọkwa South Africa o. Ọsọkwa ka o mebe big boy. Ya onye ọzọ kpụọ ya isi narịa ha many kemi ya na-akpọzi ya rans. Ngụwa nọ Enugu, ngụwa nọ Nnewi, ngụwa nọ Abakpa n'ike. Ị na-ekobe aka nweta aka ga akụjie m ya. So Igbo m na ya dị na mma aka bụkwa Maazi Dibia oji nkụzi eme ọjị. Ifugo na m agbanigokwa n'ụtụtụ ọnwa dịka anyị si kwuo from 30 minutes ka anyị ji nọzi ebe 2 hours ka anyị zuo ike tata. Ọ dịkwa na mgbede ebe 4 ma ọ 5 anyị bịakwa ọzọ kwetakwa tọpik ọzọ. Ọ ya abalị unu ụmụnne m jisikwe n'ike alụta kọntinua ka emesịa.